What's going on, guys? We're back here with the GTR, you know, the good old Skyline. It's Robbie's car. We got a little bit of maintenance stuff to do before it goes to dyno next week, finally get tuned. Who's tuning it?
It's Martin from R32. He's a good dude. He's been helping me for a few years with this car, so
Sweet.
He's the only guy I bring it to.
Alright, tell me a little bit about the car, man.
So it's a built bottom end, stock crank, stock block. It's got a built head, precision turbo. It's a 67-66. It's got Manley rods, CP pistons. It's got a Platinum Racing Products trigger kit on it, and other than that, it's pretty simple.
Alright, man, so what do you think it's going to make on the dyno?
I'm hoping for about 700.
700? You have any ideas about torque or just horsepower right now?
As much as I can get, I guess.
As much as you can get, all of it. We're going to get all the torque we can get out of it. Alright, cool, man. So what do we got to do before it goes to dyno next week? We're going to pull the plugs.
Check the oil, pull the plugs, might pull a valve cover, check the valves.
Check the clearances, stuff like
we
that.
Gotta put a wheel liner back in.
Oh, yeah. Guys, we lost a wheel liner at, I don't know, like 80 miles an hour on the interstate over the weekend. I'll post a picture. We got some pictures of it. It was pretty fun. So, you know, had to test out that good brake system, pull off the side of the road, and run back into traffic and go get it. So we got to fix that for sure. That way we don't look like idiots when we show up there, because you don't want that. So, all right, man. Well, let's get to it. Let's start pulling stuff apart and checking everything and see what happens.
Sounds good.
All right. So tell me a little bit more about the car. What's on it? What are you running? I know you kind of already went over.
85 car. We're running flex fuel on it. I'm missing the igniter box. Most people will notice if they know that it's not there.
Yeah, so the people are going to comment and they're going to be like, that thing is trash. No igniter box. Yeah, don't worry. It's not trash.
I got an aftermarket coil setup as well. Oh, I missed one.
It happens. You always got to miss one every once in a while.
Magnet would come in handy.
What turbo blanket you running?
It's from Turbo Guard. They're pretty popular. They make custom stuff too.
Okay.
I just went with their kit where you can get the mesh screen and the blanket in one deal.
There's what we're looking at right there. That is not factory. Who makes that kind of stuff?
These are R35 coils, and it's using a Platinum Racing Products adapter kit.
Guys, I just want to take 1 second because I just realized something on the car that I have to bring to everyone's attention. Who did all this wiring harness? Because this is probably the cleanest wiring I've seen in a long time. Who did all that?
I did it myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, I started from scratch. I use a Heltec non-terminated harness and just built my own harness out of scratch.
So basically they sent you all the fittings and plugs and wires and you just did it all yourself, huh?
All the plugs you get from Wiring Specialties.
And you just do all the wiring, all the loom and everything? It just comes with like spaghetti or something?
Yep, just comes with no ends on it. You just pin it yourself. There's a pretty good...
Did you have to buy any special tools or anything like to do that?
Yeah, you really just need a crimper to use the style connectors that they use. They all use like the pin style connectors.
Where'd you get your crimpers at? Where could someone buy something like that from?
I got it at Gearhead. They sell tools and all kinds of different things.
Gearhead Performance, Largo, Florida, off of Almerton, best race shop around. So if someone's not from around here in Largo, Florida, you know, Clearwater area, where could someone get a tool like that?
You could find it on Amazon or anywhere, really.
Okay.
As long as you know what type of pin you have.
Alright, so they're very pin specific, I would say.
Yeah, there's deck connectors. I have a few different ones, just depending on what you're using it for.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm going to leave that in there.
So some of the people that don't know, what would be that giant gold, non-stock looking, high horsepower racing looking position sensor of some sort?
Camshaft position sensor. There's also another one down on the crankshaft because these engines don't come with a crankshaft position sensor on the crank.
So what's the benefits of running that?
You get a more accurate, basically reading to the ECU. You get better ignition timing. The car just generally runs better after switching to that style. is the factory sensor. Just kind of gets noise in it once you get past certain RPMs.
Okay. So is that something that you would definitely recommend the people to upgrade if they were looking to start building their RB motor?
That, and you don't have to deal with the outdated sensors, and if you do have a problem, the parts are pretty readily available to get.
Okay. Just looking, there's a lot to look at, guys, in here. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a puzzle for your brain. It doesn't stop.
This piece is not really factory either. This is made from Platinum Racing products as well, so you can adapt your coil to fit in the RB head, because the normal factory coil is a lot longer than this.
So is that another benefit? You know, better spark or something like that? Better conducting?
Oh, much better, yeah.
Okay. Did I already ask you who makes that gold piece? Because that's pretty shiny in there.
Yeah, it's Platinum Racing products.
Platinum Racing products. Shout out to them for making great products. Well, we're gonna get all these pulled off, guys. Start pulling plugs and see what they look like. Make sure they're all good to go. We are gonna put new plugs in it. You know, it's going to the dyno. We got one shot at this. We're only there for one day. Might as well put new plugs in it. See what else we can do. Make sure everything is good to go. So we'll see.
We'll be back.
All right, we got everything pulled out of here. Start pulling these plugs. It's gonna be kind of good to look at them and see if the car's been running a little rich, a little lean. You know, not gonna lie, it's not the healthiest running car right now. That's why it's going to the dyno.
If you're just cruising, but if you're getting anything, it tries to break up a little bit, depending on how hot or cold it is outside. So
how are we looking over there? What are we looking at?
Looks pretty normal.
Yeah.
It's like a normal spark plug, but these are about a year old, so we're gonna change them anyways.
Definitely change them out.
It's a $2 spark plug, so it's kind of.
What spark plugs you running?
These are the BKR 7Es.
Okay, NGKRs. Okay,
yeah.
So the racing plug by NGK. So I walked over on this side of the car, and I see a lot of more shiny stuff that I got to talk about because I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. What manifold is that? Because that thing is shining.
So that is made by a guy. I think he's local to Florida, but the company's called Zero Fab. It's a pretty decent intake for the price. I mean, I think it cost me like $700, but I could have definitely spent more money, but I figured, hey, I'll give it a shot.
Does it have like better flow than factory, like an OEM?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, factory has actually individual throttle bodies. So there's 6 throttle bodies, 1 per cylinder, and this just basically deletes it all, turns it into a single 90mm throttle body.
Okay. And then I did notice, I recognize, guys, I'm not an import guy. I don't claim to be. I don't know much about imports. I'm more into like the diesel trucks, Jeeps, off-roading, stuff like that. But I did notice an Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. Look at the size of that thing. Tell me about that. Is there a certain size on that, or?
I don't know the part number off my head. They just rate it to 1,000 horsepower worth of fuel flow, essentially, is what they base it on. There's a bigger one than that, but it's kind of overkill for what I need.
Okay.
It's got a -6 in, a -6 out, so.
Alright.
And we got a Haltech fuel pressure sensor in there, so they can monitor that via the ECU, and if it ever gets out of whack, it'll either limp mode or cut power to the engine, so.
So it's like a safety feature almost for the car, too.
Sure.
That way you don't want to blow it up, because we all know blowing up cars, I mean, it's no secret, the car's already blown up once. That's why it got pulled out, rebuilt the whole motor, basically from the block up. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, pretty much the block and crank is the only thing that's factory, but it's a new N1 crank. I actually got it from Sean Kirby over at 4 People Racing down in Cape Coral. He's a cool dude.
So there's a lot of Florida people that are involved in this car?
There's a big market in Florida for these. So.
Would you say Florida is like more popular for these cars than most of the other states that you found?
That's hard to say. I mean, they're all over the U.S., but I've seen probably 6 or 7 of these just in my county. So, I mean, they're getting more popular as people are realizing you can bring them into the country.
Yeah. Tell you what, guys. We go to a lot of car shows, stuff like that, and every time we pull in, people stop, they stare, they point. It was kind of weird at first. I don't know. Would you say it was kind of weird? You kind of step back, like,
not
why
really
are people
weird.
pointing?
Some of it's kind of annoying. You got people gawking all the time at you.
The best part is when people come over and they're like, I know exactly what this car is. They walk over the turbo and they're like, basically that thing spins and forces air in, and they let all their friends know. I know exactly what I'm looking at, guys. We've seen people call these the fuel lines, okay? I mean, I don't mean to pick on people, you know, but it's going to the valve covers, and they call them fuel lines, guys.
I'd have to say the most frustrating thing is everybody thinks this is a GTS. So if you want to check the VIN plate there,
If I go to one more car show and someone calls this a GTS, I'm probably going to lose my freaking mind. I'm not going to lie.
If you want to check the VIN plate, it's right there.
All of the GTS people come over, and they're like, oh, is that a GTS? I have one. You should go check it out. And then what? You pop the hood, and they're like, oh, that is not a GTS. Never mind. I'm going to go close my hood.
If it's a swapped GTS, which is even more like insulting, essentially.
Guys, just because people can't own actual GTRs doesn't mean it's a GTS, right? What do you think?
It's not even that. I just don't think they know any better.
Probably. They buy a GTS and they're like, I know everything. Those are the kids that come over and like,
don't get me wrong, they're
and
good
tell
cars.
their friends exactly what they're looking
They're
at.
good
though.
cars, but
Yeah, they are good cars.
it's like it's like a Corvette. They don't make a base and a ZR1, and then it's like having a ZR1 and everyone asking you if it's a base model.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So.
All right, so I'm gonna work my way down as you keep working. So don't let me stop you over here.
Alright.
But I noticed what blow-off valve is that?
That is a tile blow-off valve. I believe it's the Q series.
Okay, what size spring you got in it?
It's got a 10-pound spring in it currently.
Okay, all right.
We also got a tile wastegate over here underneath the turbo.
Oh, look at that! It's hiding. Look at that.
We're running a 15-pound spring in there currently, just on base pressure.
15 pounds. So how much boost do you think this is going to make once he's done dynoing it?
Well, if I have a 15-pound spring, it should only let me go to about 30, which I'd be happy to get there. But
30 pounds.
We will see when we get there.
It's a lot in a gas motor, not going to lie. It's a lot. Most people, you know, they turbo their Mustangs and Corvettes, and they're running like maybe 12 pounds at the most for the daily driver. You know, and you're talking about making 30 pounds. That's a lot, especially for that size turbo. All right, so what else have I overlooked? Because there's so much going on in here, guys, that I just, to be honest, okay, let me be honest with you, okay? Obviously, I've been around this car a lot. I've helped a little bit with it. So I'm kind of pointing this stuff out for you guys. Not really. It's not like I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just trying to help you guys out. But there is a lot of shininess out here. Who makes the fuel rail?
That actually came with the intake as well with it.
Okay, so that was included with the price and everything like that?
Yep, and if anybody's ever looking at one, just note that you have to run a bigger injector like out of an R35 because the O-ring size is the 14 mil O-ring.
Okay.
So you can't use a standard like GTR injector that you would buy like for this motor factory. So they're 1050cc injectors, so from Injector Dynamics.
So as you can see, we got the old plugs out. We're gapping the new plugs. What are you gapping those to?
It's 25 thousandths.
25 thousandths.
They come a little bit bigger out of the box.
Okay, so you had to kind of tap them down a little bit.
Yeah, not a whole lot though.
All right.
Other than that, put them back in and see how she goes.
I'm going to fire it up and let her rip. See what happens. All right, so I have to bring one thing to attention because I know there's going to be at least one person in the comment section that's going to notice this right away, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Not even done right. Okay, so we're gonna put this on blast so everyone can see it, so everyone knows. Yes, the wiper motor's not hooked up because real race cars don't run wipers because you're going so freaking fast that the water just slides right off the windshield. Okay, so that is why it's unbolted, and yes, you don't put the bolts in it for weight reduction. Leave the motor there, that way when you get pulled over, you're like, officer, see, it's there, it's just not working, right? I don't know what to tell them, but real race cars don't need wipers, and that's what we're going to stick with unless we get pulled over. Which, I mean, knock on wood, that hasn't happened yet.
It's not really the real reason why it's off, but we'll just go with that.
Well, I mean, don't tell people the real reason. You think of reasons why you don't have it. Alright, well, we're going to put the rest of these spark plugs in, guys. And what do you think? You want to test drive it after this? See how she's running?
Give it a test rip.
We'll give her the old test drive and see what happens. Make sure everything's ready to go. Luckily, nothing's ever leaked since the engine rebuild. No problems. I mean, I don't think we've had any problems, have we?
No, we got about 1,000 miles on it. So far, so good.
About 1,000. Changed the oil since then. We got fresh VR1 oil to put in it after we dyno it. You know, it'll be due for an oil change.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, the oil
Still,
looks.
actually.
Yeah, it smells like oil. So, I mean, that's a positive thing, I guess. So, oh, now he's got the big man ratchet out. He doesn't have the
You
little.
gotta crush the crush washer.
He doesn't have the husky out. Precision turbo. Oh, look at that little sensor hiding right there. Is that your flex fuel sensor?
That?
Yeah.
No, that's the boost solenoid.
Boost solenoid. I just look so stupid on camera. Right.
Yeah, we even got AN lines right into that too.
I know.
Rubber hose.
There's so many fittings on this car.
Banjo fittings, AN lines. There's probably more money in lines than the damn motor.
It's got all the fittings. All the fittings. Spared no expense on the fittings. But hey, it's easy. You just unscrew it, you screw it back in, all the fittings. Looks professional, you know.
And it's easy to maintenance.
So what would you say you torque those to? About 2 ha-has?
Yeah, probably about 2 ha-has.
About 2 ha-has. You go 3 ha-has and then you're just... That's way too much
Like
torque. There it is. Now it's tight.
Give it a Travis Hunt.
You want to give it the Travis ha! Tight. Done. It's ready.
There we go.
There we go. Now
right.
it's tight.
I'm satisfied with that.
Here we go. I don't know. I'm a fan of the purple and gold. I don't know what you guys think. Leave it in the comment section. I'm sure people will. You know,
I'm
people
sure
are.
everyone's going to notice this whole motor is put together with Pittsburgh tools from Harbor Freight.
Well, Pittsburgh makes the best freaking racing tools they make.
Other than the torque wrench.
Other than the torque wrench. Yeah.
Torque wrench now. We bought a good one for that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta buy a good torque wrench.
Can't buy the $20 one.
But I mean, you go to Harbor Freight, they're everywhere. We got one like, what, 2 miles down the road?
Oh, yeah.
They come with lifetime warranty.
Hey,
So we break it and you just
motor.
walk in and you don't have to wait for the Snap-on truck to come on Monday because, I mean, Snap-on tools, they break too. So,
I've broken a few.
yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking Snap-on or anything, but I also am not really promoting Pittsburgh
You're a
either.
DIYer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're working in your garage, you know, you're not making them, using your tools for a living, I guess Pittsburgh will get you by, you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the purple and gold. You're a fan of it? Not really? You kind of want to change it?
50-50.
Yeah.
Kind of want to go to white.
People either love it or they hate it. You want to change the purple to white?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a pearl white.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Powder coat the turbo too. This is all just kind of stuff that's coming eventually.
Yeah, now that, once you
Takes
get it
money.
tuned, and then you'll be able to start making it pretty.
People don't realize how expensive it is to build one of these.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I'm sure there's people out there like, oh, it's not even that expensive. Try building a, you know, whatever. You know, a Porsche, I don't know.
I guess you could call it the economy build for an RB. About as cheap as you can do it.
So,
Not that it's cheap, but
so you had to order all this stuff from Australia, most of it? All these parts?
not all of it. Just the essentials. I mean, precision, you can order that up the street.
Yeah. You went through Gearhead to get that?
I actually got that through Rob Brokerage in Orlando. I got quite a few parts from him too. Anything really motor specific I got from him in Orlando.
Does he have a website or anything like that?
Yeah, it's just robbrokerage.com.
RobBrokerage.com?
Rob Brokerage.
Okay.
He does anything pretty much RB related, Nissan related.
Does he sell used parts? You know, if you needed something OEM?
He does actually.
You couldn't
Sells
really
quite
find?
a few used parts.
Really? Okay. So anybody out there that
All stuff too.
not looking for anything like aftermarket, you're not looking to go this big, you know, you just want to keep it stock, you know, that's cool too. Stock Skylines, you know, you never see them anymore. So people think people think they got a stock Skyline and they're embarrassed to like pop their hood next to something like this. But you know, believe it or not, people look at stock Skylines and they're like, wow, that's really nice, because it's hard to find something that hasn't been, you know, molested, I guess you could say, or built, you know, whatever terminology you want to go with. I don't know.
It's just as much money to restore a stock one of these as it is to build one. Depending on how, you know, crazy you build it, of course. But
So how long? So after you blew up the car, tell me like the whole story. What happened with it now?
so I had it about 6 months. We were actually on our way to a Gainesville meet, and about 10 minutes from me getting there, it decided to spin 2 rod bearings on the way there out of the blue. So I just kind of decided I could either fix the problem or just kind of tear it out and start over. So we went with the tear it out, start over route.
Okay. So when did you start doing that?
About a year ago, actually, from today.
About a year ago today, and we're about to go.
It took about 11 months to put it back together.
So that's not bad. Working a full-time job, going to school.
Yeah, I'd be here for every night from 7 o'clock to 1 in the morning working on it. As many days as I could until I got it done, and now I can just kind of enjoy it.
So, what, a year ago today?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't say a year ago today, because we're about to test drive it. I'm not liking that. That's bad juju.
not a year exactly, but
Okay, so
it a year.
we'll call it a couple days off. I like that better. All right, well, we're gonna get this stuff all plugged back in, stuff like that, and then back it out and take it for a test drive and see if she runs any better, any cleaner, and make sure everything's ready to go for the dyno.
It should.
That is how you merge on the interstate. Alright guys, so we made it to St. Pete. So there's a lot of stop and go. It's not very good.
It's not very climactic, anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's more like waste gas, stop and go, kind of like what we're trying to do. So you can't, kind of get on it, no pulling. You go, I mean, you could, but then you'd go, what, like 1/8 of a mile, if that, and then hit another, keep going straight. And then you hit another traffic light, or people trying to cross the road. St. Pete police are down here.
We don't like to be rude.
Yeah, we're trying to be non-ignorant tonight. Trying to stay away from tickets and stuff like that. So, I think, all in all, I think the car did run a little bit better with the new plugs, don't you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think kind of probably take it back to the shop and definitely pull some gas out of it and get it wiped down, maybe. Wipe it down, get it ready for the dyno next week. But I think it's all set. What do you think? Anything else we gotta get done?
Not really. Maybe check some diff fluid if anything.
Yeah, make sure the diffs are topped off, which they should be. We rebuilt the diffs, rebuilt the axles, trans fluids, all brand new, all rebuilt. So everything should be good to go. Of course we're gonna check everything, but all in all, I think we're ready. Alright guys, so the next video we're gonna be dyno day video, so stay tuned for that. Instagram, follow us on Instagram, Skyline Robbie, Skyline_Robbie. If you want to follow me on Instagram, DirtyMax_Joe. He posts all of his, he's got a supercharged jet ski, really cool. Posts all of his Skyline stuff. I post all Duramax and diesel stuff. YouTube, you have a YouTube channel yet?
It's the same thing, Skyline_Robbie.
Skyline Robbie, mine's Dirty Max Joe on YouTube. So, give us a subscribe, give us a shout out, share it, anything like that. So, alright, we'll see you guys next week.